Good morning. Well, it's T-minus less than 7 days. By this time next week, I would have qualified at Silverstone in the Modified Ford Series. So I've got 2 days to reel off a list of jobs. I've got a fiberglass bonnet that I've just picked up this morning from Export Racing to fit. I've got a fiberglass WRC style lipped spoiler on the back that I've just picked up from Export Racing to be fitted to the tailgate. I've got to finish off mounting the splitter. I sorted the brackets out during the week. I've got to clean up the spoil engine oil leak, make sure everything's okay, and get this car ready for Silverstone. You know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe button. Let's go. Right, I got started already. Top of the spoiler has been painted in a satin black. I'll just let that to dry there. Although, to be fair, that satin black's quite good. It dries quite quickly. Now, you'll notice that's the old bonnet. That's black with a bit of blue on it. But it's got these bonnet vents in it. So I need to measure and cut, take off, bond, good. Because those vents actually help get a lot of the heat out. In particularly when racing. We noticed that at the last event last year. I mean, especially at Snetterton, it needed it at Snetterton last year. But anyway, so that's that. So I've got to get busy with that, do a bit of measuring, do a bit of cutting and get that done. The splitter is nearly done during the week. Remember those nice shiny silver aluminium mounts I started to make? Well, I'll just take them off their drying Allen key. There they are. So they're not cut absolutely perfect, but they mount on there at the bottom on the splitter at the back. So that's just going to bolt straight up onto the rad, and then the front bolts onto the bumper, which, to be fair, is quite a good fit anyway. So at some point I will get that off. But today I will work on the bonnet, get the rear spoiler on, so that'll be those jobs done. I'll then get the front bumper off, get the splitter off. Work underneath, do an oil change, work out where the leak is, try and sort that out, and yeah, let's crack on. Dropped it already. Look at that. God's sake. Clumsy. Bloody clumsy. Right, the bonnet is masked up, ready to cut some holes in for the bonnet vents. I'm still clearing the old mastic off of those because it's crap. But I suppose we better get cutting. That was a lot more fiberglass dust than I thought. However, they offer up and they look reasonable. Don't forget, 20-metre rule. They're functional. They're not there as a beauty contest. And I've also got supercars on in the background from Newcastle, so that's all good. So get these bonded in, give it a wipe down, get ready to mount it onto the car. Right, my lunch has arrived and I've got weighty things on the vents. They've been stuck down. So it says that they're okay within about 10 minutes. I'm going to give these about an hour and then it's fully cured after 24 hours. What I will do is get those brackets stuck on to that bad boy and get ready for the bonnet to actually be bolted on. What we'll also do is offer up the rear spoiler. But first, lunch. New bonnet on the car in 3, 2, 1. So there we go. That is the fiberglass shod car. Lots of fiberglass dust on it. I'll dust that off, give it a wipe down. That is nearly ready to go, so I just need to make sure that I can put some bonnet clips on there and that they're okay. There is a bit of an issue with panel gap up here, which I'll adjust on the hinges, but she's looking okay. I've also, if we go around the back, got the old spoiler off, so I've got to get that mastic crap off there, get that off, and then I can crack on with getting the new spoiler on there. So making good progress. It's 2:30 on a Saturday, so we're making good time. So bonnet up on all its mounts. Another view here, so I'm just getting the bonnet pins in. I've made some plates and yeah. She's a good little fiberglass bonnet, so just finish this off, get the new clips on. That'll be this done. Need to give this a blowout and crack on with the spoiler. Right, because I'm a silly Billy and I was getting on with things because it's been that horrible spitty rain. So the bonnet is done, all the pins are in. It's good, it's mounted. The panel gap's a little bit iffy on both sides. I just need to adjust the hinges at the back. Even made a little bonnet prop there out of an old gazebo post with a pin in it. So that's good. That slots onto the pin, slots into the pin up there, similar to what Phil Neal has on his Solar Motorsport Focus. And that is the rear wing on. So I bloody scratched it on top. Bit more satin black required. It's had the filler in there, so it's a lot wider. It's got that gurney flap on it. Hopefully that gives me a bit more stability on Silverstone's faster corners. Right, good morning. It is Sunday and the car is up in the air. So I've just had a look. Well, yeah, it's good afternoon. Now, my biggest fan is actually here. My niece, she's upstairs. Unfortunately, it means my sister has to come as well. Like anything in motorsport, you have to persevere with the downsides as well as the upsides. So it's, yeah, as usual, not really doing a lot. She's just, yeah. So anyway, back to the car.
A cup of coffee when it is cold outside. Be grateful.
I'm wearing shorts. Let's flip around and have a look at the car then. So there's no splitter on it at the moment. So I've been underneath, had a clean. Surprisingly, found the weep, which was my sump plug. It's actually got a little washer on it with the rubber band on it. There is a name for it, can't remember. I should do really because we use them loads at my old job. But anyway, I've changed that. I'm going to change the oil on it and just give the engine oil a freshen up. Drill out the points for the splitter, get the splitter mounted so hopefully Emma can come in a bit of use. Maybe. Got the Newcastle 500 on as well. Go Shane van Gisbergen. And we've added some stickers to the bonnet. Shall I show you? Ta-da! That looks a bit better, doesn't it? The front end is on, so Emma sat there while I bolted it all together.
I came and held it briefly.
Lies. So, splitter's on, and it is rigid. To be fair, that sound is just a bloody... I haven't bolted, so these have got 2 bolts in. So that sound was that going clunk at the back because the wings flex a little bit. But that is putting a lot of effort on that. Yeah, that's a lot sturdier than I've had in the past. So it's bolted, 2 bolts at the front top, all along the bottom, 2 big bolts to the frame. Hopefully that's going nowhere, and hopefully I don't drive it off the road. So I suppose at some point... Oh, what, to cut the grass? Thanks, Em. Thanks, Em. So Emma's just informed me by that comment that she's paying for her ticket for Silverstone. So, yeah. Front end's on. Really happy with that. Important message at the front. Let's get ready to go racing. Front back off. Another spanner check, particularly on the front structure. Now that I've got a splitter mounted to it as well, just making sure everything's tickety-boo. I'll mark it off with the yellow pen. So obviously sorting the oil out, and I also need to do a bit of that pesky exhaust wrap around the lower bit of it. So yeah. However, because I've got a lot to do, the weather's closing in, and filming and doing stuff at the same time is a bit of a pain. I'm going to leave it there for this week, so it's a bit of a 2-parter. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on my channel, and this time next week we're going to have another 2-part special. On the Saturday is going to be a racing special, and it's going to be me racing in the modified Fords, and then on Sunday I'm back on the pit lane commentating on the BRSCC package with the C1 Racing Club, and possibly some of the support races we're yet to see. But I'm vlogging both this season. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can look at both ends of the motor racing spectrum. See you next time.